Moving on, this next segment is sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Staying mentally fit during the holiday season. That is our topic today when we're talking about health. And Dr. Derek Robinson, Chief Medical Officer at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, is joining us to dive in deeper. Dr. Robinson, welcome back to Marketplace.
Thank you, Lamaya. It's great to be with you.
Yeah, so we want to talk to you about this. With the holidays fast approaching and everyone so busy, you know, cooking, shopping, traveling, and even managing so many responsibilities, it can be overwhelming and physically and mentally. So can you tell us more about the mental tips for resilient holiday seasons?
Absolutely. You know, in so many aspects of both our lives and healthcare, we talk about our mind and our body separately, but they live together. And so certainly it's important to be mindful of our mental health and mental resiliency. And yet we move into the holiday season where there's so many expectations that we place on ourselves and others place on us, whether it's buying gifts, cooking large meals, hosting big gatherings. Those things can lead to additional stress and challenges during the holidays. So we want to be sure that we are mentally resilient and physically resilient and fit for the holiday season. And we know, according to the National Alliance for Mental Illness, that 1 in 5 adults experiences mental health challenges. So this is something that's normal. And so as we do have gatherings over the holiday, we do want to take these as opportunities to have conversations with each other and destigmatize mental health.
Yeah. So let's talk about the differences between holiday blues or something more serious like depression, severe anxiety, or even severe mental illness. What are the differences between those?
Sure. So as we think about the holiday blues, typically these occur around the beginning of the holidays and conclude when the holidays are over. And as we all can think about individuals in our family that maybe are no longer present during the holidays, sometimes those can trigger some of the symptoms that mimic signs of depression. And so those may occur during the holiday season and then resolve. And those are often referred to as the holiday blues. But we also have other things that can occur, like seasonal affective disorder. All of us know that the days have gotten shorter. We have fewer hours of sunlight each day, and this usually occurs in the fall and the winter time. And that can impact individuals differently. And so things we want to think about is whether we're having changes, increased irritability, eating more or less, sleeping more or less, being less or more physically active, or having less energy. So these are some of the things that come to mind when we think about seasonal affective disorder, which may last for weeks or longer. And then certainly we can also have some of these same signs in the condition of depression, which may last for a much longer period of time. So this gives us at least some sort of layman's understanding of some of the things that we may see during this time of the year or beyond. And certainly there are some things that we can do to help self-manage, as well as resources that we can avail ourselves to.
And you know, Dr. Robinson, having family over or traveling, picking up gifts for other people, all of those things could be draining to a person, you know, mentally draining. So what can you tell our viewers to help them mentally manage the holidays correctly?
So one of the most important tips I will offer is taking time for self-care. That means finding some of those things that you can do that helps you relax. So whether that's meditating, reading, light exercise, but be sure that you take that time for yourself so that you can be centered and focused on both your own mental and physical wellness. Also, set appropriate expectations of yourself and of others, and also ensure that you have boundaries. And that way you don't find yourself feeling overextended during the holiday season. Be sure that you're getting a sufficient amount of sleep and try to avoid using alcohol and drugs as a crutch during this season, especially if you find yourself having some of these mood changes that can occur.
Dr. Derek Robinson, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. And happy holidays, Dr. Robinson.